good day to you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Maria Kądzielska, and we continue with the topic how to sell art. So more about business and art. With us is Michał Leszek, a businessman, also an owner of Kruger & Matz company selling music equipment. And we continue with this fact. We have so many great artists in Poland, great quality, good music. And it doesn't only touch music, to be honest. It goes also to art, to paintings.
For sure.
But we cannot create an international success, a recognition around the world. So
we have some, I guess.
Of course, some. I mean, minor things. But we've talked about the Chopin's competitions, one of them. So the question to you is, what we need right now, and how would you approach also a young artist or someone who has a good product but don't know how to sell it?
Well, I guess a lot of musicians nowadays, especially not in the pop industry, because pop industry is really focused on market and marketing the music, and there is a lot of money in pop music, so there is a lot of people who are actually thinking about money in pop music. In terms of high arts, as we can say, whether it's classical music or jazz or writing poetry, making paintings, it's really difficult because most of the artists, they are focused on the art, which probably is a good thing. When you are an artist, you should be focused on your art. But behind you, if you are an artist and you are focused only on your art, behind you, you should have a businessman and marketer who is focusing his actions on putting you into the market in the most efficient, more business-focused way. Because whether we like it or not, business people are the most efficient people on the planet. Business people are really, they really know what they are doing most of the time, because if they are doing something wrong, they lose money, and nobody likes that. And a lot of artists, they are not thinking about the art in terms of business. And there are two solutions. One is consciousness in terms of the artist being aware that they are producing a product that we will put on the market, and people are choosing whether they will consume the product or not, right? And that's the end of the story in terms of the success. So they need to acknowledge that, and whether they are able to do it themselves in terms of marketing strategy, in terms of being really focused on actually achieving the success in the business terms, or they need help. But help costs most of the time, you know. But you need professionals, not people who love music, because that's good, but that's not enough. You need people who love music, but who know what they're doing on the market. Who know marketing, who know how to efficiently spend money, who know how to gather money, who know how to promote artists, who are really professional in what they are doing and selling the product. It is a business.
Yeah, so very often we don't think about the art as a form of business, but after all, that's kind of losing in a way that
it's not losing, it's just different, because
I mean, in a way, not that losing, but it's just the fact that when you have someone who's working so hard on something, you want it to be even, in a way that you want them to at least be able to live on it, or be able to be
would be nice for
financially independent, not to work in McDonald's and then in the evening compose some music.
Most of them teach. Most of them teach. Yes, for sure, that would be great. But the best way of addressing the reality is actually being very real and realistic about how the market is working, how things are looking, and what we need to do and what we need to address to make it happen. Not every artist wants to have a financial success. That's another story, right? Some people want to have financial success, and some people don't. Some people want to have an artistic success, and that's a different story, because artistic success could be putting out a record which fulfills your needs and fulfills your creative spirit and soul, and whether this record will be listened by 10 people or 10 million people shouldn't matter, because it's just your artistic vision whatsoever. Okay, great. That's success for you. For you, it's a very personal success. In terms of we promoting Polish culture, I think we should think in terms of business.
Okay, so in
broad
bullet
aspects.
points, if you have a artist right now who's done like 10 great songs, 15 great songs, what would you tell them to recommend them? Where to start? What to do?
If they don't know marketing, if they don't know how business works, I would recommend them to get some people who actually do know how marketing works, how stuff works, how to promote anything, anywhere. And those are not music people, those are marketing people, those are business people. Try to figure out what's possible, because not everything is possible as well, even if you have a lot of money. But money helps, especially in marketing. If you have money, you have money to promote, promotion costs, whether you want to promote your music video on YouTube or your book or article on Facebook whatsoever, you pay for advertisement or for ads basically the same way as I'm paying when I'm trying to sell headphones or Krugermat speakers. It's just a product. The marketing spendings costs, of course, it should be a ROI, return on investment of the marketing spends ads, and we should think about what's possible and to whom we need to promote and what we are promoting actually. Because 10 songs, 10 great songs is very general. Like what songs? Pop songs? Jazz songs? Heavy metal songs? Which genre of heavy metal? For example, jazz. Which genre of jazz? Because there's a Latin jazz, there is experimental jazz, there is modern jazz, there is modal jazz, there is like all kind of jazz, right? And not everybody is listening to the same stuff. So actually, the basics of marketing is like find the people who you are targeting with your product, because okay, those people, this niche of people are listening to Latin jazz, and I made a Latin jazz record. It's great to promote your Latin jazz music to those Latin jazz listening people, right? And only spend your marketing budget on promoting to them and don't care of any other people, right? That's kind of a typical marketing like day in the office, right? So we are trying to see what kind of product do we have and who is more likely to consume this product.
If a Polish culture could have a marketer, then it should be you. Maybe you could just take care altogether as a Polish culture, as a brand, and try to bring it somewhere to the world.
That's tough job, I guess.
Wouldn't be the role of Ministry of Culture or the Polish Foundation in a way, but
could be, and probably they are doing some great stuff. Whether it can be done better, yeah, probably.
Well, that's also a message to you. If you're doing something great in culture, think about how to promote it and find people who actually know what they're doing, because you might have a huge success somewhere. You just don't know how to reach the audience. And that's the sum up, and that's the punchline of this episode. Thank you very much for staying with us and watching Poland Daily.